Okay, we're going to be using the Hot Conference screencasting capability to show you how to use the Moodle e-learning system at KeyMap. So I've had one of my student assistants sign into her account so that we can see it from a student's perspective. So as you come in, again, this presumes you've signed in successfully. First off, let me go to our dashboard. You'll come into to something that looks like this. Any courses that you've been enrolled into that is using Moodle anyway will show up on your dashboard. So this student is signed up for quite a few different courses. Some of them are actually academic courses, and some courses are exercises in distance learning, frankly. So you won't have to enroll yourself into your courses, with the exception of maybe optional or tutorial sort of courses, in which case you'll be given the chance to enroll yourself into such courses, such as this Moodle Made Easy course, in which you can enroll yourself. You will see here on our page over on the left, excuse me, there's a navigation area. You see here under Site Home, we can click on that button, and this is kind of the front page of the KeyMap site. So you won't just be seeing, if you're on this page, you won't be just seeing your own courses. You'll be seeing all the courses that are available at KeyMap, including one of them is, if you go all the way down, at the very bottom is Multimedia Technologies. And if you wanted to sign up or look at the look at this current sample course, Moodle Made Easy, you would click into Multimedia Technologies, and under that you would be given the two options down here, and you would take the second one, or the first one I believe, MME01, and this gets you into this sample course for Moodle Made Easy. But let me go back out the dashboard again. There's a few other things you need to see. So again, that was site home means the home page for the entire system. On top of that, then, there are other things that you will see here. You'll see site pages. Under here, there's, for example, a calendar. This is a large screen calendar that would relate to the assignments and the things that that Moodle may say you need to be concerned about. So if you go into the calendar, you see here that this student has some quizzes that need to be addressed. And so if you click on one of those, it will give you perhaps some detail as to what you need to do. I'm going to go back to the site page again, and in fact to My Courses. Again, My Courses is what it seems to be, the list of your courses, in this case, this student's courses. So she can see all of her courses here, and she can go to any of those that she may want to go to. Before we go to the Moodle Made Easy course, however, there are some other things you can take a look at. You can set some preferences. We won't go into that. And you can also see that once you get into a course or for many different pages, you can see other smaller calendars that also carry the same sort of information that the large calendar does. We're going to go from here back out to the dashboard again. Again, the dashboard is more or less your front page, so to speak. This shows all of your courses and so forth. So from the dashboard, you have access to your courses. You have access to the calendar over to the right. You also have a section here called Private Files. And this is more or less like at KeyMap, the H drive for students, where you can put some of your own information to store it until a later time. assignments that are not quite finished, things like that. You can see it if there's a number of people on at the same time. You can see the other users, but that's pretty much irrelevant. So let's go over to go into the course, trying to make sure I don't skip anything really important here. So we're going to go into the multimedia the Moodle Made Easy course. Is MME01. That's one of her courses. Also, it's here on the left, but it's also here down towards the bottom now that she's enrolled into it. If you will be allowed to come into this course. This one is open to everybody, so you're allowed to come and look at it without being enrolled. The only reason why you would want to enroll is if you want to try out the quizzes and exams and some of those things that can only be tracked if you are an enrolled student. Down here towards the bottom, you see over on the left, there's an administration section, and then down at the towards the bottom, up here, this is like a toggle switch right here where I'm pointing with my mouse. It says unenroll me from MME01. So if she wanted to unenroll from Moodle Made Easy, she would click that button, but of course she doesn't want to be. But it's a toggle switch in the sense that if she were not enrolled, that would read enroll me into MME01. So that's where you would enroll if you wanted to enroll and try out the exams and so forth. Okay, so we're into this sample course. This happens to be a sample lesson from a sociology course. And here we are with part 1 of this lesson. You'll see the subjects here, and there's a lecture. So I'm going to click on the lecture. And I'm going to go ahead and expand it.
Hello dear students, and welcome to this new video lecture. Last time we were talking about groups and organizations. This week we're talking about deviance. Now when we were discussing groups and organizations, we touched upon a very interesting phenomena, a very puzzling phenomena, I'd rather say it. That is group conformity. Now what is group conformity? Probably you remember from reading it in your textbook or from the classroom discussions. A conformity is when individuals conform to the expectations of the group. Now, groups have a bunch of different norms and values.
I'm going to close this now. I'm closing that window, but you get the idea. There's a short lecture there. You see under this, there's also a PDF that has been put in here by the instructor. So you can see what some of the slides that describe what he was talking about. So you can also open this, and there's some description, some explanation, what you see in the slide, another slide, and some more explanation. So you can kind of review what he was talking about in the video. We'll close that window. There's also then a quiz for this one. We'll go into the quiz. In this case, the student had already started this quiz, but let's go ahead and hit continue, and it'll take us into the quiz. See, in this case, there's only 4 questions in this very quick quiz. So the video was quite short, and so we're just asking 4 quick questions before we go on to another video. So we're going to go back to question 1. This is a multiple choice question, just like you would see someplace else. So I'm just going to answer anything. I'm not going to bother to even read it. Hit next. The next question is a true and false question. Again, I'm just going to answer anything. It doesn't really matter for our purposes today. Here's another multiple choice question. We'll guess at that one. And finally, here's a kind of fill in the blank. And so it gives you some options. And again, I'm not going to bother to read it because it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to choose some other options and some other options. And oops, I answered 2 the same. That's probably not true then. So clarify. We'll try that one. Okay, so I hit next. So we've answered all the questions. And it's asking if I want to go back and think about it some more. but I don't, and I'm going to go ahead and hit submit all and finish. Now in this case, we've set this up so that you can actually see the answers. And obviously, at my guessing, I didn't do a real good job. So I got quite a few wrong. The professor has the option of giving you the answers or not giving you the answers. He also has the option of you taking it several times, not giving you the answers, but letting you take it again. If you see that you had a bad score, he has the option of letting you take it again as a kind of a learning exercise. He has choices such as how long you can or when you can take it. Exactly, you can start at a certain time, you have to end by a certain time, or he may give you a bigger window of when you can take it, but he may only give you 5 minutes to take this 4-minute quiz. So the instructor has quite a few options as to the sort of conditions under which you can take your quiz. Okay, so we're done. And we reviewed it, and now we want to go back to our lesson. There are several ways of getting there. One is to look up here. You see here's MME01 again. So we could go there, and it takes us back to part 1. Now here's something else here. What is this? So it says you as a deviant. What's that mean? Okay, we click into that, and it says discuss in what ways might you or one of your friends be considered deviant within the overall Kazakhstani culture. So down here there's oops. Okay, sorry, I kind of spelled that up. Go back to it again and open it again. Anyway, so we can go ahead and enter the chat room, excuse me, right there, and we can begin giving our answer. I'm not going to bother to, so you're just going to type in here, and when you're done, you hit enter. So with this chat session, other students can also add their comments. The professor can add his comments, and you can begin having some dialogue online and discussion online. So we'll go ahead and close that. That's a chat session to encourage some discussion, similar to in a classroom. In this case, is doing it with text chat. Okay, going back out, you see there's other parts to this, so we have another video we can watch. Again, we won't bother to this time. Another embedded PDF showing the slides and some explanation of what they mean, and another quiz. I'm going to open this quiz, however, because this has some different types of questions that you might be interested in seeing. So I'm going to reattempt this quiz. And this one only has 3 questions. We'll start with this first one, another multiple choice. Again, I'm just randomly answering. This one is considered a matching question. So we have people who accept cultural goals and conventional means for achieving those goals. Well, again, I'm going to read these and give an answer, and I'm not going to even look at what the maybe better not answer one twice or give the same answer to the same thing. But so here I put innovators twice, so I better figure out which one I didn't put in yet. Did I use conformist yet? Okay, so I do the matching and hit next again. And this is basically a short essay. So we can go in here and write our response, short essay, not to exceed 100 words. Why may some innovators, ritualists, retreatists, and rebels also be labeled as deviants? Okay, so if you know the answer to that, you can type in your 100 words explaining that. So back, we hit next again, and that was the last question, so we can submit all, and we can find out how we did. Of course, the computer isn't going to be able to grade the essay question. The instructor will have to grade that, but it can grade the multiple choice and told me I did very poorly, and Matching, did terrible in that, and I didn't give any answer yet on the essay. Okay, we're gonna go back out to that lesson again. So you see there's a series of videos and then PDF explanation of what they heard on the video, and quizzes, or down here another chat discussion available. And there's also down at the end, it says final essay. So you've gone through the lesson. The professor wants you to do some sort of project. In this case, he wants you to do a final essay. And so it says, now write a 100-word essay explaining in your own words how 3 of the theories help explain the concept of deviance. On this one, though, it doesn't give you a box in which to answer that. They expect you to go out to Word, and when you've written in Word or whatever, it depends on what they want you to do. Maybe they want you to do a PowerPoint. That's okay too. He wants you to do a PowerPoint and create a presentation. Whatever it is that he's asking you to do, you can do it, and then you hit a button that says, I'll add submission. You go into that, and you can either drag and drop into here, or you can go over to here and create a folder. You can do that too. Okay, well, I was thinking you could browse here. Yeah, it is basically a browse. You choose your file, and you tell it what you want to call it here. If the original name wasn't adequate, it already gives the author, and you upload your file. So there's a couple of ways of adding your file. You can drag and drop, or you can go ahead and use this button right here and add your assignment. And once you've done it, you hit save changes, and it will upload it, and your professor will be able to grade it and give you a score. And in fact, while you're at that, when you're in a particular course, one of the things you can also check on are your grades. So you can, you have all of the, by the way, you also have, you can go into different parts of this lesson. You see, you can jump to those, and oh yeah, here's your grades. So she hasn't actually done anything, I think, for grade. Well, I guess we have. We've gone in and done a terrible job with these quizzes. So it does give us all of our grades when we go on there, and most of them are very, very bad. Okay, so let's go back out, and we're almost done with this demonstration. We wanted you to get some idea what the questions would look like, how do you respond it, how you upload an assignment, where do you find all of these things. I think that's the main things that you need to understand about this. There are certainly other things, other functions within this, but if you understand these basic functions, you should be fine. And if you need some help, don't hesitate to ask your instructor for some help. If your instructor doesn't know and can't answer, then he can certainly find somebody who can, somebody like me. And if I don't know, I will search, or I'll ask somebody else. So one of the main things about using the system is don't give up on it. Don't just throw up your hand and say, I can't do this, I quit. Well, that's a very bad response to it, because you'll get yourself behind, you'll get in trouble. So just, if you don't understand something, ask. This is just a bare introduction to how to use the KeyMap e-learning system, the Moodle management or learning management system, as it is called in the industry. And so thank you for watching this, and we'll see you online.